With Reid Holmes, head coach, Southwest Guilford Cowboys baseball, picked up a big win tonight, coach. Good win over Northern Guilford. Take one. Talk about that win tonight. Tyler Schaefer, very good start for him. Had good solid relief. Had a good home run by Wyatt Stanley. Big 3-run double. Some big things to this game. You guys, timely. Talk about this game, coach.
Absolutely. We talk all the time about defensively, the pitching, and, that sets the tone, and it starts there every single night. And Tyler Schaefer was really good tonight. He gave us a really good outing. We played really good defense behind him. And again, that set the tone. We didn't have our best night offensively, but we did grind out some at-bats, and we got a chance to get some guys on base at the bottom of the order, and we turned the order over and gave our big thumpers at the top an opportunity to hit with some guys on base. So again, we're ecstatic about the W, beating a really good Northern Guilford team.
Talk about for take number 2. Talk about the mid-state, actually about the Metro 4A. Talk about your conference this year. As far as the conference goes, Metro 4A, top to bottom, and kind of you right now headed toward the top, you hope.
The Metro's, is about as good as it gets. We certainly like good competition, and, we do enjoy playing all the schools that are in our conference. Every school was very well coached, and, you have to show up each and every night. There are no gimmies, and you got to play hard. And, again, we take nothing for granted. They're hard to come by. So we celebrate every time we win a ball game.
What's it like, I guess, in the Metro this year, too? Maybe the other conferences do the same thing. Sometimes you play the same team twice in the same week. What is that like?
I like it. For the longest time, we didn't do that. And then 3 or 4 years back, we implemented that rule in the previous conference that we were in, the Piedmont Triad 3A. And, we started that with the Metro when this conference was formed last year. And, I like it. It adds a little intrigue to the series, a little strategy in regards to pitching and that type thing. And so, again, I think our players like it as well. So, we've had a good experience with it.
What do you think it's going to take to finish at the top of the Metro this year? I mean, in first place again, and maybe want to win the conference, all those good things.
Well, we just want to take it day by day. I know next week we've got a really tough Southeast Guilford ball club that we're going to be facing, and we're just going to take it day by day. One of our goals is to try to get better each and every day and win the day. So, take the weekend off, and then we'll get back at it on Monday.
Let's go to take number 3. Talk about win 403. 403 wins, I think it is now, in your career. Guy from Western Guilford came to Southwest Guilford, assistant coach, and then becomes the head coach. 400-plus wins. That's got to feel good. You got to feel happy about the work you've had here, the success you've had, and all these kids and families backing you up.
Well, I'm just a recipient of a lot of good players and a lot of good coaches that I had the good fortune to coach alongside. I've been here, several years now, and I've had good health, and I'm blessed. I'm thankful for that, and I enjoy what I do. When I was hired as a teacher back in 1996, they asked me to coach, and I told them I'll coach whatever you want me to coach. I just want to help, and that's kind of been my mentality throughout my years of teaching and coaching here at Southwest Guilford High School. I just want to help, and I did get an opportunity to become the head coach in 2000, and again, I'm just very fortunate and blessed with the not just the good players and the good coaches that I've coached alongside, but good people. And I wouldn't trade my experiences here at Southwest Guilford for anything.
One thing about this program, Southwest Guilford Cowboys baseball, has been very consistent over the years.
We talk about consistency. That's something that we preach, and we try. That goes right along with work ethic. I think you can't bring it one day and not the next. So we talk about winning the day and consistency with our work ethic. We think that kind of correlates to some success on game night.
Tell you what, you had a good upbringing too. I guess you probably went back to Western Guilford, growing up and probably played for maybe Alan Jones, Hoyt Jones, Casey Jones, or Brett Stowe, or somebody back in the day.
Well, I grew up with Casey Jones' children. I grew up with Chuck and Sam, and I actually saw Sam the other night over at Northern. Sam's son is on the Northern JV baseball team, and actually my high school baseball coach was Brett Stowe.
Gotcha.
And just a big influence in my life in regards to my teachers at Western Guilford High School, and my coaches. Jack Tesh was my basketball coach, and Brett Stowe and Eddie Flincham were my baseball coaches when I was there, and and then when I first got out of school, I coached with Chris Causey, who's a real dear friend of mine, for a couple of years, and then I got an opportunity to come over to Southwest Guilford in 1996.
So you must have been with Brett Stowe back in Brett Stowe's younger days too, I would think.
Yes, I was at Western Guilford from 1985 to 1988. I was there for one of the state championships, but I was on the JV team. I certainly was not a part of the varsity at that time, but it was certainly fun to follow that team on their trip and their journey.
What about when you were younger? Did you come through with Henry Bondurant or Don Lineberry, any of those guys?
I did. I played for Mr. Bondurant. I played for Ray Inman. I was playing for the Libby Hill Indians. So, growing up, I played for my dad initially, and then I played for Mr. Bondurant, Mr. Inman as well. So, again, I've had tremendous leaders in my life, and I've been certainly affected in a positive way by those leaders. And I just wanted to try to give back to these young men. And someone asked me earlier about, have I thought about what I've done for a lot of these young men? And I said, well, I don't really look at it that way. I kind of look at it as I think I get just as much out of what they give to me as what I give to them. So, again, I'm just very blessed and thankful.
And he's not here today with us, or tonight with us, Jim Holmes, but I think he is still here with us in some ways, though.
Yes, most definitely.
Your father?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He sure meant a lot to you over the years.
He did. I miss my father a great deal.
You've done a great job coaching this team and the success you've had. I think this baseball has kind of kept you young, because you've always seemed young. A lot of energy, a lot of fire, a lot of spirit about you. So that's a good thing. It's been good to you.
It is. Like I said, I do think it's kept me young. I do. There are days where I do feel my age a little bit, but I certainly enjoy what I do. And again, I'm just thankful. I really enjoy practicing and throwing bat practice each day. And again, I think that keeps me young.
403 wins, going for 404 and more. Reid Holmes, proud of you. Great job. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, sir.